Hi, I'm Ray. I'm with UIC Radio.
Hi, I'm Polina from UIC Radio.
And today we're here to interview one of the bands for Battle of Bands. But to start, what are your guys' names? Start over here.
Caesar.
My name's Caesar.
I'm Parker.
I'm Lynn, and this is Emilio.
I'm Samir.
I'm Ethan.
And I'm Nick.
And what's your guys' band name?
We're the Bones and Bones.
Woo! Bones and bones.
How did you guys come up with that name? It's a pretty like
Phones as in like saxophones,
Mhm.
bones as in trombones.
Mhm.
We have a lot of wind instruments in our band.
Oh really? Wait, so how many of you guys are there in total? This isn't everyone I heard?
Yeah, there's 10 of us.
Oh shoot.
Oh, and a robot, of course.
Yeah.
So how'd you guys come up with that name?
Okay, so obviously. Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, it's okay. I can still hear you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So the phones and bones obviously are like. So there's phones, as in like brass instruments, and also brass instruments are like. Oh my gosh. You just,
Do you want me to answer
yeah,
it?
just answer it.
The phones is short for saxophones,
Mhm.
and bones is short for trombones.
Okay, so like what kind of music do you guys make? Kind of like
Oh dear.
Yeah, did describe it.
I
Hard time
describe
trying
it
to describe it to
as alternative fusion, which just means we play like all sorts of things, really.
fun.
I think it depends on, like, we do covers.
Mhm.
Some
but
covers,
The
mostly
majority of what we
originals,
do
yeah.
is,
Our originals are more like indie.
yeah.
But,
I wouldn't say
they're-
it's a specific genre though.
Yeah.
We do a lot
All
of.
genres.
I think that just comes with the nature of how many people we're in the band and how diverse the
Of course.
options we have.
Speaking of diversity, like I know all of you guys play instruments. What instruments do you guys play? Start over here.
Bass.
Bass.
I play keyboard.
I do vocals and also on auxiliary percussion.
I play clarinet.
I play trombone.
I used to be the bass player, but after a couple of things, I became the guitar player.
And how did you guys all meet? Because there's a lot of you, so how did
Yeah.
you guys all meet?
Well, we've kind of had like a rotating cast of members. So some of us have been in the band for a while. I'm the leader of the band, and so mostly I'm like friends with everyone sort of outside the band. And so like if someone leaves and we need like a new bass player, I'll be like, "Yo, Caesar, you want to play bass?" And he's just like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" You know.
At the beginning of the year, at least, it was. I guess I don't know how true this is for y'all, but Parker found me on an audition sheet for
Jazz
an
band.
yeah, for
Yeah.
jazz band, and he just DM'd me, so I was like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Real.
and now we're here.
I think it was what was like the full story? I know Parker, you originally wanted Caesar, right, for bass.
I asked like almost every bassist on that jazz sheet. I think you were on there, and you were also on there.
Yeah, you asked me, and then you gave me an email, and then I was like, oh, okay, I can try it. And I think it was something to do.
Then
with
we had like a
knives.
different bassist, and then
Yeah, the
then they had
bassist
to leave.
died.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, they didn't die. They did not
Yeah,
die.
they're no
Did
longer
not
with
die.
us.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, for what I know about like the music part of UIC, like that's usually how it goes. Like I went to one of those guitar open mics and they were like, "Oh, we started this band yesterday and we're playing today." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I mean it makes sense. You're like all music majors." So, I mean, are you guys music majors? Sorry, I feel like that's like
Some of us are.
Yeah, no, I'm a neuroscience major.
Oh, God,
so-
God,
Yeah,
God,
I'm a
God,
data science major.
God, 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 God.
Okay.
So, are the rest of you guys music then?
No, I'm an urban planning major with
Oh.
a minor in public policy.
Beautiful. We
But
need
yes,
that.
Caesar, Parker, and I are music majors.
And some of the
Yeah.
other members in the band are also music majors.
Wow. Okay. Period.
Okay. So how did you guys kind of become a band? Basically, like who sparked the idea?
Originally, it was Parker's
Spark?
idea.
Oh my gosh, that's
But-
genius. It was my idea. I had a band back in high school, and it sort of like fell apart mostly because we were graduating and such. But I was like, I know I'm going to go to college at USC, and I know I'm going to want to start a band. And so I started the process of forming the band actually like last spring. I was still in high school. And so some of the members like Ethan kind of joined over the summer a little bit almost. And it's just been kind of building up from there. We had our first gig in January, and then just from there it's been getting more successful, I guess.
Yeah, no, I actually had a band in high school too.
Oh wow.
I was
Okay.
I was vocals. So
what was
huh?
y'all's band called?
We were the Associates.
The Associates.
Yes,
Mm.
yes,
That's a baller
yes,
ass
yes.
name.
We were actually initially we were Ray because I'm Ray. We were initially Ray and the Associates, but I was like that feels like
Wait, they cut out the
lightly.
Ray?
I cut out the Ray. Yes, I feel like that was like
Humble.
slightly conceited. Like I don't know. I didn't like
It's a good
it.
amount of conceit.
So humble.
I didn't know. I didn't like
There's a
it.
lie.
Well, I mean, because I did start it, but it like, wasn't. It was because I needed someone to play for me at a talent show,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, like I need y'all to play for
And
me
the
so I
Associates just
can.
came together.
Yes. It lasted a summer. So, but anyways, this isn't about me. Oh my god,
I wanna
sorry.
hear an interview
This isn't
about
about
you.
me. This isn't about me. What artists do you guys look up to? I mean, I guess we can do like an artist for the band and then also individually. Like what, or I guess multiple maybe if you guys have multiple influences.
It's definitely Radiohead for the band.
Live.
We've got two
yeah.
covers
Love,
of
love,
Radiohead, yeah.
love, live,
Yes,
live.
I have my 2 cents about that, but
Mhm.
that's for
Somebody
some other
loves
time.
Radiohead.
We're doing
So how about
Live
individually?
cover
How about
now.
you? Like just in general.
Definitely more like folksy, like the Crane Wives, which
Mhm.
are a little bit, tad bit underground, or like Will Wood and the Tapeworms. They're honestly, Will Wood himself is like
Mhm.
the #1 person I looked up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, so
Over
yeah,
here.
individually.
Do you wanna go down this way?
I'm a big fan of the Tally Hall, like the band from like the early 2000s. So we got this guy over
It's,
here.
it's Andrew from Tally Hall.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, I think a lot of the inspiration for the more like comedic and like jovial aspects of our music kind of comes from that, for me at least.
Oh,
Lebe,
Oh, love.
Radiohead,
Yeah.
Radiohead.
the
Very-
Marias.
Maria's, man. They come up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Over here.
I mean, I mainly listen to covers of video game music and that sort of style.
Mm-hmm.
Generally like in jazz style, and it's super fun.
Can you actually turn the mic a little bit? Sorry.
We have a cover of the Bubble on Battlefield.
Yeah,
yeah,
from
yeah.
Mario, yeah.
Ooh.
That's
Fun one.
beautiful. Over here.
Well, in terms of my my instrument and stuff in that lane, even though I'm a trombone player, I listen to a lot of Dexter Gordon just because I like to be able to try and do what he can do. What he did, he's dead. What he did on
What he did.
tenor saxophone, but put that through trombone, and that's difficult. But also a lot of Curtis Fuller. He's definitely legendary in the trombone world. But for my own personal projects, I take a lot of inspiration from Death Grips
Mm.
and stuff like Death Grips, JPEG Mafia, and then just
JPEG Mafia.
listening to other stuff like Spelling. She's really good.
Beautiful.
Nick.
Last one.
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of a hard question. I don't really do a lot outside of Phones and Bones. Music really isn't something that I can do full time. I'd say my biggest influences probably just people I know personally. Like,
Oh wow.
Okay.
fuck, what's his name? He's the head of Michigan State University's jazz study department. I forget his name, but I
Oh.
used to work with him a lot when I was still in high school doing bass.
Yeah, and Bob Dylan actually asked you to record something for him, right?
Okay.
Wow.
Let's not act like
Drop
that.
the
all right? I know a
credentials,
single
come
person.
on.
Suddenly
Wow.
I'm fucking.
Hold up, though.
But you know, he was a great inspiration because he's played a lot. He's like ancient, so he's really he embodies
Lightly.
the jazz persona a lot. But I'd also say in terms of other people, I mean, for other projects I've been in, modern baseball has been a really big thing. I'm with a band in Michigan called Emanate, and their whole thing is
Emanate.
Midwest emo. So I'd
More
say
of an
that-
American football guy myself.
Yeah.
but-
It is also American football. I don't really listen to Midwest emo like that.
And when you
but
listen to Chinese football, it's like American football.
Oh, you're
but
right.
I love Chinese football.
well, you're already tapped in.
Yeah.
I'm-
Okay, so kind of going off of like the albums and like artists you guys like, what would be like one album or one song to you personally that would describe your 2025 so far?
Oh
So
man,
far.
these are some hard questions.
Yup.
Caesar, what would you say?
We
Yeah,
ask
Caesar, you
it.
can
We
go
ask
first.
it.
Ask those hard questions.
John Coltrane, Giant Steps.
Mm.
You taking some big steps?
Yeah, pretty much sums up my 2025 so far.
Anyone else have one? I know probably is a hard
Parker?
question.
Do you have a
Parker?
question?
It doesn't have to
Kid A.
like. It didn't have to. Wait, was it?
Today.
Okay.
Kid A.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Anybody else?
Damn. What can I say that isn't gonna get me mandatory reported? um, you know, one of the better albums I've been listening to a lot is. It's also gonna be Radiohead. It's gonna be OK Computer. I think that's a pretty good.
Great album. I wrote an essay on that album in high
Wow.
school.
I thought you were gonna
Yes.
say you wrote it, and I was like,
Oh, but you know what?
I
What
did
if I
yours.
did?
Is
What
that
if I
you?
did? Right. Exactly.
I've never seen you two in the same room.
Exactly. See?
I actually I think I have 3 in mind. One is escaping me, but the 2 that I can remember is Eusexua and Magdalene.
Oh,
by
Magdalene Bay?
King- Yeah. No,
Yes.
just Magdalene. By
Oh,
by
got
the
it.
Egg Twids.
Oh, okay.
Third
yeah,
one
yeah,
is it's from these newer artists called Yahweh Nailgun, but I forgot the name of the album. But it's
Uh-huh.
it's really good.
Yahweh.
You section,
Nailgun?
man.
Yeah, Yahweh
I think
Nailgun.
it was hard.
I know.
Damn.
Do you two have albums or?
Well, you know what? Speaking of an album, we actually have an
Mm.
album.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
transition.
good.
Okay, plus.
Um,
You
we
know
have-
what? Y'all two can say that's the album for
That's
your
your album? Yeah.
2025.
Sure.
Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly.
Maybe we're not gonna announce the name yet, but it will be out
Soon.
sometime
relatively
soon. Yeah,
soon.
we're recording it. We're working on it. We have 2 singles out. Right
Are you
now,
guys gonna play any
actually.
of the songs at Battle Bands?
Oh yeah.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I think most of the songs that are going to be on the album are either going to be playing we've already played during other shows, or we're
Perfect.
playing at the Battle
And where,
Bands.
like, when it releases, where can we find you guys?
Well, right now we have 2 singles that are out everywhere, I believe.
Ooh.
Spotify, YouTube Music, LimeWire, all of the above.
LimeWire?
Yeah.
I put it on
Oh,
Napster.
we're on
heard of it.
LimeWire now.
Never heard of
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
it's on Napster, sure.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm assuming like okay, one of the questions is why are you competing in Battle of the Bands? I'm assuming it's to get out there, right?
It's
Yeah.
because we think we can win. Is what
Well, more like we know
That's
we can
right.
win.
That's
I mean,
that's
that's
right.
right.
I'm
Period.
just saying,
Like-
we're probably the only band that's good enough to win.
Okay,
Oh.
wait, don't say it, don't
Just
say
saying.
it, don't say it, don't say
Shade.
it. It's okay. You know
I
what?
do like Gelatinous Cube a lot, but
I've never
Gelatinous
heard of
Cube.
them,
I
so
love Lost
they don't really
Paradise.
exist in my
Gelatinous
head.
Cube.
Nah, we're the heel of Battle of the Bands. man.
Yeah, they call me.
True.
I'm
Okay, we
like
can go
the
with
I'm like the
that.
new John Cena.
Yeah, that was sad. That made me really sad.
Then you would have to be invisible.
So I mean, going off of that, what would winning mean to you, guys?
I guess like
Playing,
Probably more
so that would've been
exposure.
playing it's
Yeah.
hard.
To be honest.
More exp-
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
also like I feel like it would like this already means a lot to me personally, but just like the fact that we were able to assemble this group of people in the time that we've had to assemble this group of people, and then
Right.
like if we win, that's just like holy shit, this is something that's like this is something good, and so I feel like that would just inspire everybody else to just keep going. Not saying that like not winning wouldn't do that,
That's true.
It's gonna fall apart.
but it
Close.
it would just I'll get to that later, but it would just be it would just be something like even more confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
I mean-
Parker-
Motivation,
Yeah.
motivation for the crew. You know, I feel like that's we did that. Like we won.
It's
Like
So-
affirmation
Join.
that we're doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, since you guys are so confident that you guys are gonna win,
Mhm.
so for the winners, we orchestrate either a Tiny Desk concert or a music video. So, for all the band,
Yeah.
which one would you prefer if you guys
Honestly,
were to
Well, I
win?
mean,
I've
we've
been,
already
like,
done
raving.
Tiny Desk.
Is
Yeah, no,
both
I've been
not an
raving
option? We
again.
can't do
No,
both?
you
No,
cannot do
no,
both.
Yeah.
We might have
That's
to
a lot.
discuss this because
Yeah,
they
no.
both sound cool.
Because
Yeah.
we've done a Tiny Desk, but we've
Yeah,
done,
no,
like-
that's what I was saying.
Right.
Like I've been like raving in like the group chats about like, hey, we should have a Tiny Desk. I love Tiny Desk.
We
Like
played at an open mic, English open mic.
Yeah.
Was it last week?
it was last week.
Oh
It
my
was
god,
the
I
English
just missed
one.
it. That we were there for the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
We
were.
played towards the
Oh,
end.
Yeah, we were there for the beginning, but then we had a meeting, so we had to leave. But oh my god, we
It was
would've saw
only
them
some of
then.
us. It was me, Lynn, and Nick were
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was a smaller room, smaller space.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It
was
would be
a
cool
pretty
to have
small
a
room.
tiny desk with the rest of the band. You know,
I mean,
Yeah.
that's,
It's gonna be hard to work with the different instrumentation, but I mean,
right? Change some things.
That's
Yeah.
true. But yeah, the music video would be cool too.
I
Yeah,
think
I
that
mean,
would
like
be-
all
yeah.
the
Yeah.
They actually
audio-
released one from last year's, right? Yeah, the last year's winner. They released the music video. It was really good. It was really good.
Songs
It was
that
really
would
good.
work good for a music video.
probably Julia Heavens.
Julie,
I
that's
was
the easy
thinking,
answer. Though.
Really? Or
I was
like
thinking of
Maybe
the
sell your
Beethoven.
dreams.
really? There's
Phone
this
call.
instrument.
Like a phone call. You know, it's in the name, right?
Yeah.
Pay attention. These are teasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These are
for
real.
real. No, for
Right,
real.
yeah.
But I mean, we answered a couple of like hard questions, but this is like a super easy one. I guess I feel like it's a little easy,
It's
but
a silly question.
silly. If your band was an animal, what would it be and
And
why?
why?
Any type of animal, any animal in the world. It could be as
Ooh,
small as a
I think
fly.
I
It
think
could be
we'd-
exotic. It could
Yes.
be something.
I think our band would
Yes.
be a sun bear.
A sun bear.
I understand.
Wait, aren't those the ones that wake up like really weird out of when they
Hibernation.
sleep?
Hibernation.
Yeah,
They just look
hibernation. They
weird.
like wake up all like bedheaded and everything.
Wait,
think so.
that's
Yeah, it's so
That's a
cute.
reference,
I was
actually.
thinking more like
Mm.
praying mantis.
Praying
Okay.
mantis.
That
Oh.
also works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mm.
I've seen a
Yeah.
praying mantis eat a bird. So
What?
Yes,
That's-
yes,
They eat their
Yes.
mates after having sex.
yes,
Yeah.
they do. No,
We
they
don't do
do.
that.
They're
Who does
ferocious.
it?
Hey.
So your the
Crazy.
scale of y'all band goes from sun bear to praying mantis.
It's a wide range. Wide
Wide
range.
range.
Well, I was gonna say
Mm.
axolotl because it's exotic and it's kind of.
I love that
That's
actually.
true.
That's good.
You know, comes in a
It
lot of
doesn't
colors.
die like axolotls, right? Isn't that like its whole thing? It's like super like. Oh no!
I think most animals
That's
die.
tardigrade.
Oh yeah!
That's
Oh
my-
shit!
That's my
My bad, my
favorite
bad,
animal.
my bad, my bad. I was gonna say that like that's the like lasting effect of your bands.
We are an immortal axolotl.
Exactly.
How about
Yeah, we've
that?
already,
Yeah.
we've already been
Okay.
immortalized. I know there's a couple places. There's a boiler room set I was at, and you know we're already there. We've already got to put our names out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys said it earlier, but where can we find you guys? I forgot.
Well, our main page is Instagram.
Instagram?
We post most of our stuff.
Yeah.
What's your at?
But
Phones.bones. I run the social media as well as Parker.
Gotcha.
Social media manager. Wow.
Oh.
And you guys have songs out already?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we have a few singles out, but like we said earlier, we're having like an album release
Yeah.
at the end of the semester.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Hopefully.
Perfect.
Oh,
Definitely.
awesome. Thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for
you.
Thank you.
answering our
Yeah.
questions. That's all we have today. See them at Battle of Bands on April 30th. Be there or be square.